A vibrant balcony garden filled with lush greenery, colorful flowers, and fresh vegetables in containers. Slow pan across the space. Microphone host. Have you ever dreamed of having your own garden, but thought you didn't have enough space? Seedling well. Think again. Whether you have a tiny balcony, a windowsill, or just a small corner in your kitchen, you can grow your own fresh herbs, vegetables, and even fruits. Welcome to our small space gardening masterclass, where I'll show you how to turn any small space into a thriving green paradise. Herb sunflower. Microphone host. So, what exactly is small space gardening? Simply put, it's the art of growing plants in limited spaces using creative techniques like container gardening, vertical planting, and hydroponics. You don't need a big backyard or farmland, just a little bit of space and the right knowledge. White heavy checkmark types of small space gardening. Balcony and rooftop gardens, great for apartment dwellers. Windowsill and indoor gardens, perfect for herbs and small plants. Vertical gardens, growing plants upwards instead of outwards. Hydroponic and self-watering systems, soil-free gardening methods. In this series, I'll walk you through all these techniques, step by step. Show the benefits of gardening, fresh produce, stress relief, and sustainability. Include clips of people picking fresh basil from a pot or harvesting cherry tomatoes. Microphone host, why should you start a small space garden? Well, there are plenty of amazing reasons. Here are just a few. White heavy checkmark fresh, organic food at home. Grow your own herbs and veggies without chemicals. White heavy checkmark saves money. Reduce grocery bills by growing your own produce. White heavy checkmark eco-friendly. Helps reduce carbon footprint and food waste. White heavy checkmark stress relief. Gardening is therapeutic and boosts mental health. White heavy checkmark boosts air quality. Indoor plants help purify the air. And let's be honest, there's nothing more satisfying than eating food you've grown yourself. Salad. Show essential gardening tools, pots, soil bags, seeds, and watering cans. Overlay text with checklist items. Microphone host. Now that you're excited to start, let's go over the basics of what you'll need. Don't worry, you don't need a ton of fancy equipment, just a few simple things. White heavy checkmark containers and pots. Choose based on plant size, plastic, ceramic, or fabric grow bags. White heavy checkmark quality soil mix. Use potting soil with compost for nutrients. White heavy checkmark seeds or seedlings. Start with easy to grow plants like basil, lettuce, and cherry tomatoes. White heavy checkmark watering can or spray bottle. Keep plants hydrated. White heavy checkmark fertilizer. Organic options like compost or fish emulsion work best. That's it. With these essentials, you're ready to start planting. Seedling. Close-ups of leafy greens, herbs, and compact vegetable plants, growing in small pots. Microphone host, not all plants thrive in small spaces, so choosing the right ones is key. Here are some of the best plants for beginners in small space gardening. White heavy checkmark leafy greens, lettuce, spinach, kale, fast-growing and easy to maintain. White heavy checkmark herbs, basil, mint, rosemary, cilantro, great for indoor gardens. White heavy checkmark cherry tomatoes, compact and high-yielding. White heavy checkmark peppers and chilies, perfect for containers and small pots. White heavy checkmark microgreens, super nutritious and grow in just 7 to 14 days. Stick to these, and you'll have a successful mini garden in no time. Leaf fluttering in the wind. Visuals. Step-by-step process of filling a pot with soil, planting seeds, and watering gently. Microphone host, let's put everything together and set up your first small space garden. Step 1. Choose a bright spot with at least 4 to 6 hours of sunlight per day. Step 2. Select a container with drainage holes to prevent overwatering. Step 3. Fill with quality potting mix, not just dirt from outside. Step 4. Plant your seeds or seedlings, following spacing recommendations. Step 5. Water gently and keep the soil moist but not soggy. That's it. Within a few weeks, you'll start seeing your plants grow. Herb sun with face. Watering plants, pruning leaves, and checking soil moisture. Microphone host, to keep your plants healthy, follow these simple maintenance tips. White heavy checkmark water consistently. Check soil moisture daily. White heavy checkmark prune and harvest regularly. Keeps plants growing strong. White heavy checkmark watch for pests. Use neem oil or soapy water as natural repellents. White heavy checkmark feed your plants. Organic compost or liquid fertilizer every 2 weeks. A thriving small space garden. Happy gardener holding fresh produce. Microphone host, and there you have it. Now you know the basics of small space gardening. In the next episode, we'll dive deeper into choosing the best containers and soil for healthy plants. So make sure to subscribe, hit that like button, and leave a comment below. What's the first plant you're going to grow? Let me know. Seedling white down pointing backhand index.